Wow, I didn't realize, but you know, we don't have a lot of these to go around, Pete. We really don't. So we want to, Peter Kilcullen, come on out. This is an item that is so cool. I saw this for the first time yesterday when I was researching the product, and I thought to myself, this is one of those ideas we said, you know, somebody one of these days is going to figure out a way to get light where we don't have to hold a flashlight.
Exactly.
So they came up with the headlamp, which works sometimes, but then you got to wear this thing on your head. But these are called atomic beam gloves. These are gloves, a pair of gloves that actually have built-in LED lights in there. So guess what? When you're working on your electronics, when you're working on your car, you're working on your, you know, anything where it's a little bit a dimly lit area, you're checking under the seat of your car, you're filling the tires, you have lights, flashlights built into the gloves. Brilliant.
Exactly, and you have that light, you can see it right there, exactly where you want it, and it's close up. So you're right, some of those other lights can work great, but look at all these close-up things that we're doing. So imagine having that light right at your fingertips. So when you're doing that close-up work, it's really nice to have a little bit of extra light. Even using a tool, for instance, if I'm using this screwdriver, I have that light going, I'll point it right towards you, right down the end of that screwdriver. So it's putting that light right onto the work area, exactly where I'm working. So even doing some of that small electrical work at home, it's perfect. If it is just even finding something in the middle of the night and you don't want to turn on all the lights in the room, or if it's in the bathroom, this is going to be perfect.
When the power goes out, right? You just pop these on.
Yeah,
Wherever you go, you'll have light.
Exactly. So it fits anyone. It's really a stretch to fit. We're super comfortable, very lightweight. You've got the 2 LEDs on each one of the gloves, and you're getting 2. And then you have your on-off switch right there. So there you can see the on-off switch, and truthfully, you're gonna feel a little bit like a superhero as you're doing this. But look at that, they fit on there. Now I have it on the thumb and the index finger. You can choose to put it on the other 2 fingers if you want, but I think that's the best way, because that light is going to be always exactly where you want it. Because what we're talking about is doing something like that, where you're doing it up close. So normally, if you're working, you're going to have maybe the tool that you're working with, and then you're going to get a really easy to use screwdriver and flashlight. So now
you try to hold it in your neck.
Well, you get your friend, and then, but if you don't have somebody there, then you're right. It's one of these things, and you're trying to work and do it. But now you don't have to do any of that, where you can do it up close because you have the light right where you need it. Isn't that cool?
It's ideal. And the next time you're doing a job, you know, I was just watching you and I was thinking, boy, even when I was wiring the Christmas tree lights outside, I couldn't see where the outlets were to plug things in, to plug them back in. There are so many different uses you can use for this. Oh my gosh, sewing. Right? When you can't see the little thing in the, And
even when there's light in the room, it's not enough light.
Maybe when you're tweezing and you want extra light right up there, Well,
that's a pretty good one,
Yeah, because think how hard it is to see. You can't get a bright enough light.
It's lighting on my whole forehead.
Dude, you could totally tweeze those brows if you needed to.
I might need to.
They're very attractive as is, but you could. But little jobs like that where you need a little bit of light.
Yeah, exactly, because it's even in a room when it's already lit. You know, there's light in a room, but it's just not enough when you were getting a little bit older, guy. You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
And that happens. But how about this? This is an easy one, and it kind of really makes sense. If you have to change a light bulb, well, the light's gone out now, but look at that as I can reach up in there, and that light is going to be right where I need it. So when I'm reaching in and out of there, you can see, look at that. All the light is right there, so you know where you're going with it. I mean, it's just, as you said, it's an amazing idea, something that we wish we all thought of. And I want to show you even how bright that they can be. We'll bring the lights down a little bit, because obviously you can still see the light, but it's very bright in the studio. But there you go. So even when the lights are completely off,
really bright.
Now you can see. And look at that. If I was going to be looking for something, I mean, there is a lot of light right there. So you will love being able to see in the dark with these.
If you like this, I drove to work this morning, right? And the same 2 women have been running, and it's 5:30 in the morning. It was pitch black out. You could barely see them. I'm surprised they didn't have reflectors on. If you are running or you're taking the dog for a walk, right? Anytime you're out at night, because you have to remember, as you're moving your hands, you are basically sending out a beacon. Like, here I am, look out for me with these lights. And it's unbelievable how bright they are when you see them. They really are pretty neat. And their customer pick as well. We're gonna keep our lights down. Here's another thing, right? I mean, look at that. that.
Again, if you were working under the hood, look at how as I'm squeezing.
Brighter than a flashlight.
Yeah, as I'm squeezing the jumper cables to get it onto that battery terminal, and it lights it up perfectly. There's the positive. I can see that that's the red terminal.
Right.
I put that on there. I mean, there is so much light here. It really makes it easy. Hey, let me go over here, and I want to show you something real quick. Sorry, guys. Now we almost have
We're
it
going to
completely
follow your
dark.
light. We're following you, Pete.
There it is. So I wanted you to see that there's a box right here that you cannot see anything in it. Actually, you know what, guys? We can even bring up the lights.
Do me a favor before we do that. Don't turn the lights
Sorry.
on really quick. Dang it! I didn't turn them back off for 1 sec for me, really.
Sorry, guys.
I want you to do something really quick.
I confused them too.
I want you to. Can you turn them back off? Okay, they're going down. What I wanted to show everybody is just swing your arms like you're walking.
Yeah.
And I want you to see.
Look at that.
Like if you're walking at night or you're a jogger.
I'm walking here.
All right, Pete.
Now
is that how you
walking
walk,
towards
Pete?
the camera. Yeah,
Right.
that's not exactly how I walk.
The point is that if you're a car and you're driving, you're going to see these lights when there's somebody out there. So these are ideal. Thank you, guys. I know that was a pain, but thank you for doing that. Just to show everybody that you should never be in pitch black, no matter where you are when you're out doing exercise or things like that. And you know, because you're a big time runner, Pete.
Sure.
You run a lot of times it's dark out, right?
Absolutely. It just makes sense. But even this, now it's fully lit in the room, but look, you can't see in there at all. But when I reach in there, can you see that right there?
Yeah.
It's a little, there it is. It's fun here. There's a little, look at that. So I take my arm out, nothing. I'm in there. Oh, there it is. It's fun here.
Yeah.
So it's really neat that these lights really will light up so many different things you're doing. You know, I know we're running out of time, Guy, but how about this? Even this is something that we all struggle with. So you're working behind your entertainment center, behind the TV. You're trying to hook up cables and things like that. Behind the computer, underneath the desk. This is perfect as you're trying to hook up those wires. I mean, even something like this. And again, even with our lights up in here, you know, half the time I can't see what I'm looking for. Is it HDMI 1, 2? What am I looking for? But look at that as I can light up all those connections exactly the way I want. I can find the right one and you can hook it up. So even in lit areas, having that extra light is going to be absolutely perfect. So you're going to love that. And that's a great shot of them. They're really comfortable. You don't even know they're on.
And then look, if I needed to put a screw right here, right? And let's say it's in a dimly lit part of the wall, come in here and you can see. Watch what happens when I bring this forward. Look, wherever my hand goes, the light goes, and that's not even really a good way to show it. Maybe I'll show it this way. You see how it's always, actually it was the better way. This is where the light is always going to be where my fingers are.
Right
so
at the
when
end
I'm
of that
turning,
screwdriver.
it's always right there. So I've always got light. Everything is going to be lit. If you lose something, right, you know you're always going to be lit up. You need to pick something up off the floor. Maybe you're just trying to get something underneath the car, and you're like, I know I dropped that earring under there. You can get under there, and you can reach down underneath there, and you still have a flashlight built in.
Exactly. You forget you're wearing them when you're working. How many times have you gone up a ladder, or maybe you're going up on a step stool and you want to change that light bulb, and then you're like, oh, I've got to move to the next thing. I've got to get the screwdriver. Oh, I forgot to bring the light with me. It's always right